Yo, crypto nation and mining family. Crypto nation and mining family. What's going on? Of course, like always, it's not financial advice. Yo! Yo! Crypto nation and mining family. What's going on out there, guys? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Got a couple of big ass boxes on my table. I like my camera on there. I got that DSLR camera just sitting like right behind it with like a wide angle lens on there. Those two ginormous, beautiful, big boxes. Love it, man. I can't wait to dig into some of this stuff. Those are the upgrades for the mine, guys. So, what's up, what's up? I see that we got Dan the Dane in here with that yo first. Whoop, whoop. What's going on? What's going on? And he's loving up on them Raven gains. Raking in some of those Raven coins as everybody's jumped off of that to get some of that Ethereum gains. So how is everybody doing? I see that we only got one person in here. It's probably me right now. But yo, what's up, what's up? Man, I almost want to sit here and kind of wait for everybody to roll on in, seeing that I'm live. I know it's kind of spur of the moment. I just got mail and I was like, yo, I might as well just fire up a video, start talking, you know, all that good stuff. Killed that little can off. Can of Mountain Dew. So, hope everybody's week is going good and all that good stuff. I guess without any further ado, let's go ahead and dig in. Yo, what's up, what's up? So let's go ahead and see if I can do this. I forget what button's what now to do this. Oop, nope, not that one. There we go. That button. There we go. So what's going on? So here, let me move myself out of the way a little bit since I've got this no green screen behind me, so I can't do it really nicely. So, if you guys are looking into getting laptops and all that good stuff, it looks like NVIDIA has released a GeForce with PCIe 4.0 for laptops. They didn't even make a big muss or fuss over this one. They just kind of like, yeah, here you go, guys. There are no... there isn't any product lines that are dedicated to be using this, so they've released it, but with no specs on there. You can't expect to see 15 to 25 watts, so don't expect these things to be a powerhouse for mining or gaming. But with this one, I'm kind of hoping that they've figured out how to get these to act like maybe like a 1070 performance wise, but I doubt it. In order to be 1070 status on this, we're going to need something like probably like about 2,000 CUDA cores on there, but I don't know how they'll be able to do that with keeping the power rate right where it's at. This is going to be a definite improvement over last few generations of mobile variants. But if any of you guys ever get one of these, let me know how it mines. Don't mine on it a long time. The coolers in the laptops were just not made to wick away that kind of heat. But with that low of power wattage on here, they're targeting in at 15 to 25 watts. Don't expect it to be, a mining powerhouse, no matter how many CUDA cores it is. You're not going to be able to really overclock these things. They never really give full support on being able to take control of the graphics card because they know the physical limitations that are inside of the laptop. So there is all of that. And really can't take away any more power than what's there. add any more power to it, and the cooler is just not going to be happy, and it's going to thermal throttle no matter what. But I would be curious on how it mines. After that, it's just meh. I'm not really big on laptop gaming. It's just really not made for it, and it turns into a lap heater, after a few moments. And I don't like sitting there playing with facing down. It actually gives you a lot of back problems when you're doing that. So if you're a laptop person, you're wondering why your back always hurts, elevate your screen to a more sitting position for yourself so that you're not stressing everything out. Yo, what's up, Cortic? They haven't really sat there and released all the specs on this. It's just something that NVIDIA released out into the wild, but that's about it. Nothing's using it quite yet. It's just, hey, it's there. So we'll find out. But moving on to some more interesting news. Ooh. So, of course, guys, everybody's speculating over the RTX 30 series. It is definitely a 30 series, guys. It will be, the Founders Editions will be using a 12 pin out. This is confirmed. But you should be able to do this with 2 VGA cables. Unfortunately, they are going to force you to use 2 VGA cables. So, it's like the VGA cables are a configuration of 6+2. So you're just going to plug in the 6-pin portion into there, 2 of them, in the one connector. And you can kind of see how they've turned the connector sideways here. What they're trying to do is they're trying to make the PCB of the graphics card smaller to allow them to do some trick stuff with the fans to get cooling going a little bit more rapid on here. If you guys ever want to sit there and check this out, you can go on to videocards.com. They've got a little clip of video of what they're talking about. It basically is talking to their thermal engineers and stuff like this on here. They don't get really super technical on the behind the scenes of the card itself, but this picture becomes a little relevant for what I'm about to bring up too. So, it's going to be a really strange design. The PCB on this thing is going to be really small. Very unusual shape to it altogether. And the chipset has been confirmed. It is going to be the GA102-30, or 300, I mean. This, I'm thinking, is going to be the 3080 series. And they've got another one, the GA102-400. I think that's going to be the 3090 series, aka the possible Titan replacement on there. I am myself is pretty excited about seeing this, considering that it's also on the back side of the PCB. They have Samsung's hardware accelerator built right into it, so they're trying to take some of the load off of the GPU chipset itself, to me, which is going to be really interesting. That they're basically going to be alleviating some of the workloads on there. I have my suspicions on mining wise that we are pretty much looking at a 50% bump over the 1080s, the 1080 Ti's, and we're going to be looking at about between a 20 to 30% bump over the 2080 Ti itself. So you can definitely see this is in line with replacing the 2080 series. They're talking about the 20 series being end of life, and then these are going to take over on there. Unfortunately, the price point is going to be pretty much up there on the higher end, unless they start competing with AMD a little bit more, and you'll see the price drops on all of this stuff. But I'm going to sit there and suspect that, if you're mining Raven coin on a on a 1080 Ti, you're going to be looking at about 40 mega hash to 50 mega hash, somewhere in that range. Things can be a little bit different. I'm kind of speculating that the hardware accelerator might be able to give it a more of a boost under a high load. If it does, you might even see as high as 60 mega hash on that beautiful Raven coin. You know that the 1080 Ti's, they had 11 gigabytes. The 2080 Ti, I think, had like 11 gigabytes too. This is being confirmed with 24 gigabytes of GDDR6X memory modules. So if you're wanting to mine Ethereum with this when it launches, this actually should be pretty decent, as long as the power points are pretty low on there. It depends on how much more efficiency you can get out of this one versus the 5700, because you can get, you know, right around 55 mega hash on Ethereum at around, you know, 120 to 140 watts on the card, which that's actually pretty decent. My 580s, I get like 31 to 32 mega hash at about 75 watts. So compared to the watt per hash wise, the 580s are pretty decent, but of course you're going to get more performance the higher you go. Yo, Shink Diesel, what up, my man? Yo. So it's like I'm thinking that if this card is as good as it says, I'm thinking that it should be able to compete with AMD on Ethereum, considering that the 2070s have hit their most of the NVIDIAs have actually hit a lot of their bottlenecks. They have their issues with rolling 4 gigabytes worth of memory usage. They start bogging down. I'm also hoping that their hardware accelerator that they're using on there will help alleviate some of that congestion from talking to the memory modules to the GPU chipset itself. So it should be pretty interesting. And since I got Shink Diesel in here, I'm going to go ahead and give him a little bit of a shout out here, guys. So I have a Raspberry Pi Zero. I'm going to do some testing on it, and it was something that my man Shink had sent to me. So he was having an issue with it trying to mine Monero, so I got this thing fired back up because he sent it to me with a blank SD card. That was a good one. That was a troll right there. Because like this thing didn't boot up, and I've only played with the Raspberry Pi 4, so didn't realize there is nothing on here to boot up. You actually have to populate the SD card, which is fine. So I'm going to go ahead and load this thing up with some mining software on here, mine a few things with it, show the little journey on this thing, which will be pretty fun. And then once I am done playing with this, I am going to be giving it away on DCA Adventures. So if you're not subscribed to that, that is our other alternative channel. Go ahead and subscribe to it on YouTube. I will give it away one of these mining Saturdays for Mining After Dark. One of you awesome RGB warriors could be the fine winner of this. So I'll get this thing all set up and all that good stuff, and send that all out. It's a great little learning tool. I mean, you can use it as a pie hole and try to block some of the like unwanted ads on your computer and stuff like that, which is pretty cool that you can do something like that. Otherwise, I mean, mining wise, not very much the most profitable thing in the world, but it is a cool little novel toy that you can give to somebody. Teaches them a lot. So let me go ahead and open that up so that whenever I walk up over there, I will be able to still read the chat. And yes, Shink Diesel, DCA for life. Oh yes, 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 yes. So now that I'm, wrong one. I need that one. So this is, you know, it's like with the 2080s Ti coming out, I will be definitely grabbing one of these. One, maybe more, depends. I don't know. One for sure, because I want to get one fired up. See if they've got, because like they won't have the drivers ready right off the bat for this thing. I'm already aware of this, and that's how it was with my 1660 Ti. It worked on like basic generic drivers, and it took like a good month before I actually had mining drivers on there that would allow me to have full control of the card. I'm kind of expecting the same thing with the 30 series cards coming out. So, you know, it's like I wouldn't sit there and say, oh, get a whole rig of these as soon as they come out. Hold up. They're not going to have full driver support. It's going to take the developers from the mining software a little bit of time to basically catch up. They got to get there, because like NVIDIA's not sitting there giving all these people exclusive access to the drivers. This way, day one launch, they're ready to go too. That's not how it goes. They'll give it to the game developers first, but not to the mining sector. Although they do have a mining division, it's not like they're doing stuff for us. It's just like a side project for them that they don't want to isolate us out of the game, because they know that we make up a good market share. Dan the Dang is like, I've got 2 Pi 3Bs pluses, and I would love to see this setup. Which miner will you be using? I'll probably use Multi-Miner. It's an older mining software, but I know that it's got ARM support on there, so pretty much I'll be able to mine anything up on there. And I'll check out a few other miners that will play nice with ARM support. The thing is you won't be able to mine Monero with it. Monero has a 3 gigabyte minimum memory allocation on there. The Pi 3s don't have it, neither does this. This has got like 1 gigabyte, yours has got 1 gigabyte. So you're really limited on what you can mine. You're not going to really make anything off of it. If you know this thing pulls 1 watt, it'll cost you about a penny a day to run. Maybe less, like a quarter of a penny. The Pi 4 costs about a penny a day to run, and it mines basically a penny a day. So kind of equate it to that a little bit. You'll be doing a little less with the Pi 3. It's older hardware, but to me, cool little project nonetheless. So whenever this comes out, you know, don't go running out and grabbing a whole rig of these 30 series cards. But it is nice that we're starting to see confirmed pictures of all of this good stuff. And then kind of coming down to here, you can see, oh, wow, they really blew it up. Okay, so with the cards, you can see the 2080 Founders Edition and how ginormous they've made this. This is a 2 DIN slot. This is going to be a full 3 DIN slot, full. Even like the EVGA Fat Boy, even though it does the I/O shield covers 3 slots, the cooler comes almost to the edge. It's not a full 3 slots. So if you think you're going to put this into a mini build, you might want to look at another card. You might not be able to do much with this. And yes, it's going to have a rear fan on here too. Now, a lot of people have been thinking that this front fan will blow out the back and this top fan will blow down. and then this one will pick it up. But if you sit there, and I was kind of like studying the pictures a little bit here, if you see the fan blade orientation on here, so this is going to be on the front side that would, if you have it in your computer case, would be facing down. So this is definitely going to be drawing air in. You can see how the blade construction, how it scoops. The scoops are scooping in to the radiator, just like this one. If you look at this one looks like it's scooping from the radiator. So I think that with this side facing up, especially if it's in a computer case, what I think that they're doing is that they're going to draw cool, fresh air from the bottom of the case, just like the front fan is going to be drawing in. And then because most cases have a rear exhaust fan, or some of the good cases, like the ones that the Roswell that I've got a couple of extra slots for the top of the case. They have some exhaust fans from the top. They're basically exhausting this thing right into the case, going up towards the CPU. So this is where you might want to sit there and kind of, if you're in a little bit of a tighter case, you might want to put like a divider, a heat divider in here. Problem is it's not going to look pretty, but it's like, do you want form? You want function over form. For me, I like horsepower, so I don't care how it looks. My case is tucked away in my computer desk. I do not see the inner workings of it. Dan the Dane, isn't it in from one fan and out from the second fan? Yeah, so this second fan, I believe, is just going to be blowing up at the CPU cooler. So instead of heat soaking your CPU, I would personally, if I was running this in my PC, put a little divider so that this fan, as it exhausts out, will blow more towards the rear exhaust fan versus just radiating up at the CPU. Now, the only time this is not the case where you got a cooler in the way is if you are liquid cooled. Now you've got a radiator at the top of your case, or at the front of it, depending on how you're routing everything, and it depends on how hot everything gets on the inside of the case. Do you want to have this being piped into the case through the radiator fans? Especially like myself, I've got a top mounted radiator fan because I got an AIO block for my Threadripper, and it's basically pulling air in from the case and then exhausting it through the top. So whenever, because I've got a 1080 Ti Zotac Amp Extreme, this thing is basically exhausting the heat right in the case. So some of that heat bellows out to, of course, my radiator itself. So you will get a little extra heat soak from it. I don't think that under normal conditions you're going to see much performance difference, but if you are mining with it, you might want to set this up with a divider. This way it kind of directs it more towards that rear case fan, exhausting everything out as quickly as possible. This way you don't have any kind of thermal barriers from this thing overheating and all that good stuff. Now, that card's looking weird. Yeah, they kind of went and thought outside the box with this one. So if you look at most coolers, a lot of the coolers, like especially from the halfway point, once you get past the memory modules, the cooler is just an extra cooler so that the heat pipes can wick away more heat. You can just, it'll handle a higher watts per Kelvin meter on the cooler itself. So if you think about it, they just eliminated the PCB from being underneath it, and now they're just drawing air straight through the cooler. I believe that you'll have a higher target watt target point that you can push these cards to before you start seeing the thermal throttling. That's my opinion on this. I could be wrong, but from thermal dynamics, it looks like this should be a lot cooler of a Founders card. For the first time, I think that they were like, you know what, forget how it's going to look. Let's go after raw performance. So, yo, what's up, Sarth? What's going on? What's going on? 2 to 3 millimeters between my old 2U rack mounted GPU 1050. Removed fans. Only heat sinks was left. Nice. That's the way to run them. And industrial fans in the chassis. That's the only way you can run the 2U racks or stuff like that. GPUs ran at 55 to 67C, no issues. Baller. Yo. And Gundy stuff and things. Yo, what's up, my man? What's up? Now I got everybody rolling in. Here we go. So, I think that this card's going to be a really good performance, but again, you're going to have to accommodate a 3-slot, a 3-DIN GPU. So, a 2U, a 4U, you are not getting as many cards in there. Be looking at getting about 6 cards in there, maybe only 5. It depends on how the server rack is going to orientate everything inside the case. And I'm not sure exactly how tall it is, too. Oh, yeah, Dan the Dane. Definitely. Smash that Lizzie like button, guys. And if you haven't, subscribe. Hit the bell notification if YouTube turned it off. Or if you're new here, hit that little bell notification. This way, whenever I drop new videos, you all get shown. Yo. Shank Diesel's like, what's in the box? I gotta know. You gotta wait. Yeah, I should just make you wait, right? Make you wait for all that goodiness, huh? Tech Man's like, hit a hundo today off a scratch off. Man, the winning gods are smiling upon you. Should I buy a GT 1030? You know what? I would probably say, I mean, if it was me, I'm not telling you what to do, but if it was me, just me alone, just saying, just saying, if it was me, just saying, I would probably try to save up a little bit so that I could get a 1070 Ti. That would be me. I'm a little biased. I know I got a lot of 1070 Ti's. I'm sorry. Yo, Big Rome. Yo, what's up, my man? He's like, what's in those boxes? What? These boxes? Don't know what you're talking about, Willis. I don't see no boxes. I see no boxes. I'm just saying. But yeah, so show you them boxes again. Huh? Some goodies for the mind. You guys will see in just a moment. I'm just kind of stalling out, waiting for the normal crowd to kind of roll up on in here. I got a cheat code in them boxes. Yo. Yeah, poor Gary Coleman, for sure. Um, 2080 I wouldn't go after. But the 2070s, I mean, they're nice and everything like that, but they've been announced that the 2080 is going to be the end of life. So The 2070s will still be there. It'll be definitely interesting. Dan's like, not too much in them CUDA cores. When it comes down to the 1030 to 1060, the memory allocation on there is not high enough. I think those are like a max of 3 gig or something like that. The reason why I go after the 1070 Ti's is that you get more memory allocation off the deal. That's just me. Just saying. Just saying. But yeah, definitely I will be getting one of these guys for you, so you guys can check it out firsthand. Cordic, no, I have not seen a spike in my electric usage. I know some people have seen a higher rate. This is also the time of year where people's rates start to change too, so there's also that. I myself have wheeled and dealed to get my electric rate down. So fingers crossed. Hopefully I don't see anything like that. If not, I'm going to be back on that phone going, yo. Yeah, Cordic. It'll be like winter rates versus summer rates. So this is like right around that time where people start. Which would I buy? If I was looking at, I would go after the RTX 2070, the Super, of course, just because you get good price point for a midterm card. I'm not really big on the 2080s. There's not enough of a performance gain from the 2070 to the 2080 in my opinion. Yes, it does mine a little bit more, but 2070, you save a little bit for the performance for sure. Yep, Cordic, exactly. The 2070 is better for money wise. If you're on a budget even further, 1660 Ti. I've got one of those bad boys right over here mining away. That is a 1070 Ti replacement, 100%. I get a little bit better power usage off of this and all the performance that a 1070 will give. Okay, so it's funny that you bring Techman, that you bring up 5700 is ETH King, but the 2070s algos, yeah, you get more variety on the 2070 mining wise. The 5700 is get some good hash rate per watt, and that's what you really want to get is the efficiency rating on there. But be warned that FPGAs are on Ethereum right now. If you guys have noticed that your mining rewards are probably starting to come down a little bit. The bitstream for it is out. And you're not going to be able to beat 32 to 34 mega hash at 50 watts. I'm just saying. At 75 watts, rumors, nothing concrete, just rumors, you're going to see way more. I've heard as low as 41 hash, 41 mega hash on there at 75 watts, and I've heard as high as 60 mega hash at 75 watts. So Won't know until it officially comes out, but that's the optimization on there. And it's only on FPGAs that come equipped with HBM memory on there. It's the only thing that's fast enough for an FPGA. So fortunately, my BCU 1525s will not be able to do it because it uses DDR4 memory modules. It uses RAM. I'm just saying. The only other memory modules that are on that thing are in the FPGA chips themselves. So it needs something more than that. It's only 1,000 krone more for the 2080 Super, but it, as you say, there's not much of a difference, correct? Gunny's like, my bro bought a 2080 Super for gaming, not mining. Ugh. Yeah. And depending on what variation of the 2080 he got on there, he might not want to be mining with it. Some of them did not if it's a 2 8-pin, he can mine on it. The single 8-pin, I might shy away from. People were having issues with the single 8-pin, and that's some of the reasons why I think that the 30 series is coming out with the Founders Edition. Will be having a 12-pin connector, but you can put in 2 6-pin VGA cables into it. The AIB partners, so MSI, EVGA, Gigabyte, all the rest of them, will be able to utilize their own variation of connectors on there. So you'll see anything from 2 8-pins, 3 8-pins, and so on and so forth. Yeah, you certainly could do that, Techman. You could get 220 RTX 2070s for gaming and put the 21070 Ti's back to work in the mine. Yeah, Gerbil, I was thinking the same thing, but I think that the Founders Edition is actually going to be a pretty interesting card, and I'd like to get at least one of them in my arsenal, as they would say. That's just me. Oh yeah, Dan the Dane. ROG Strix for the win. I swear by them. My motherboard's an ROG Strix. The original 1070 that I had gotten was an ROG Strix. But with the 1070 Ti, you can still play games no problem. I would use the 2070 for mining instead of gaming. Cordic, you're like me. Everything I get eventually just mines. So at that point too, you can kind of utilize the argument of, if you're going to mine with it and game with it, have the nice card in your rig, and whenever you're not utilizing it, you could be sitting there mining away. And that's pretty much what I do, because I got a 1080 Ti in here, and whenever I'm not on my PC, this thing is mining on the CPU and on the GPU. I don't give it a break in any way, shape, or form. And I think it's time. You guys think it's time? You want to see what's in the box? We can see what's in the box. Before I do that, let's turn this off.
Nail's here.
Yep. Something you guys don't see too much anymore, because I've got that awesome green screen. I got my little dude here, Zeus. Say hello to Zeus. Everybody's like, open it, open it. Guys, if you want me to open it, smash that lizardy like button, guys. Smash it. Smash it away if you want to see what's in the box. And spam FA in the chat if you want to see it. Because this stream is rated FA for fucking awesome. Dan's like, it's an ASIC. The one in the lower one is. It's like, hey, Chris. Yep, I'll steal his line this once. So, do we want to have guesses of what this stuff is, or should I just dig in? Because I think I'm gonna open up the smaller one first. Ooh. Let's go ahead and open this stuff up. Gotta make sure I got a knife to cut all this awesome tape. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna move my microphone over. Just like that. Man, these things are so big that I can't even see back here. I mean, literally. This thing is like up to my hips. Right up to my hip. My table comes up just below my knees. I'm like 6'2". I'm 6'2". This table comes up to just below my knees. And if I sit down, I'm gone. You never see me. It's like I was never here. Let's go ahead and... Look at that. We got all this weird symbols on here. Look at all that stuff. It's like, what is this? Alright, so Dan the Dane thinks it's an ASIC on the bottom. We'll see. He's like, I know them Chinese boxes. Oh, it might be a 19-inch rack chassis. It's a big old Rona box. Oh, that's awesome. Rona, that human malware. So let's go ahead and open this big one up first. So... So we got some styrofoam here. You know, it's what you always want to see in there. Oh man, this is gonna make a mess too. The way they cut the styrofoam. Oh god, they like shredded the styrofoam. I mean, it looked like it shipped okay, but if you ever do manufacturing, don't cut your styrofoam like this. It like makes a mess whenever you try to take it apart. Oh, this is nasty. Techman, I'm not trying to make napalm. I think you've watched Fight Club too many times. So, what's the easiest way to do this? Oh, good. So, yo! It's a silver box. Go ahead. All right. Get that off of here. God, it made little fuzzies everywhere. So, this is a 4U server chassis. And let's go ahead and crack this bad boy open, see what's inside of this. To be honest, I've already got one of these, so I know what I'm looking for in here. So this is not one of the really cool ones where it's got like little latches in here to open it up. It's got 4 screws holding the top on, which is fine. I'm okay with that. Alright, so as you guys can see now, comes with 6 server fans in here. Baller. On-off cabling, reset cables. It's got a little USB header on the front side of this. Fan covers on here, so now you can sit there and divide your hot and cold zones in the mining room. Inside of this, it has a shelf on the bottom that allows the wires to come underneath this if you needed to for wire management, and it allows you to screw down your risers right onto here so that you can actually turn this thing sideways and take up a little less room if you wanted to. That I do like. It's got a placement for your motherboard back here, and a spot for a power supply to run. Now I have ordered up another power supply just because the power supplies I have that I can get my hands on, like even a 1600 watt power supply, only has 9 VGA ports on there. I need some more ports to be able to power up risers, so I actually got myself a really cheap, it's like $65 for 2 power supplies, because like I said, I got 2 of these that can power 8 GPUs. So boom, that is what I'm looking for, and expect to see a live build on DCA Adventure. First thing you would do is remove them 6 fans and replace them with industrial. Actually, these are industrial fans. These are server grade fans. And with them on, it pulls some serious airflow through it. The only thing that I need to do is basically flip this bracket around, just because I need the air to go in one direction. Right now, both of these fans are blowing at each other, which will not create a good airflow in the case, so I got to correct that, flip this bracket around. Depending on the GPUs and everything going into the case will depend on if I can put this here with the power supply. That's going to be my big concern, is how the power supply is going to interfere with the second row. But these first row fans, these things pull some good air. I've already tested on my other server case on here, so there is that. Installed 2 times 2 U's, server PSUs instead of one of those EVGA. I actually got myself a server grade power supply that'll go into here. Yeah, if I have any problems with these fans or anything like that, I'll go ahead and rip this apart. But it's good to see how good these fans are really going to be. Yeah, and these are all 120s. I'm just going to hook these all up to Molex, and I'm going to run them full power. With me being, I should be able to also unplug the fans that are on the GPUs themselves and just have the airflow right through it like this. So I will be definitely doing some really cool stuff with this, so stay tuned on that. I'm going to be doing tests with the fans on, and then I'll do a test with the fans off, so stay tuned with them tests too. I want to see the best configuration, which cases are the best. You already watched me do the other build on that one case. That case has been doing great, but I want to replace those fans because they're not as industrial as, like, even these ones will move more air than the ones in that other case. So I've already got a set of fans that I need to order up. And it'll be amazing. All right, so definitely, guys, stay tuned for me doing some more work with all of this. And while I got this here, I want to flip this around right now because that annoys me, just as is. Ugh. I don't know why they decided to put these to where the fans face each other. Give me a screwdriver. There we go. All right. Yeah, so I'm like rotating it so it all blows out the backside here now. Yeah, I want to have it where it basically blows straight through, because these fans were blowing this way. These fans are blowing this way, so you have the airflow kind of working against itself. So the quicker you can blow the air out the back, the cooler everything is going to sit in here. Basically what I want to do is I'm looking at simulating a car driving down the road. So the faster you move the air, the more everything stays cool. Tighten these bad boys down. And I already know that this is about the distance I need. And then once I get all the everything in the server racks, I will also be able to control temperature in the mining room, consolidate everything on the one rack. These Veta frames, I love them, but man, they take up a lot of room. So, since I'm getting off of these Veta frames, would any of you guys be interested in Veta frame giveaways? Ooh. Put an FA in the chat if you'd like to win a Veta frame for yourself. Either a 6 or an 8 GPU Veta frame. And also, Techman's like, FA, yeah, I want to win one of those. That is baller. Straight baller. Veta frames. No, I've got the OG Veta frames, the V3s or whatever they are. Yeah, I've got one right now. It's a 5.5U. So this server rack I got, this server case I got from eBay for like, it was under $100 shipped. All right. Oh, holy cow, that thing is just massive, massive, massive. He's like, I like, no, it's a straight up mining case. I don't like the deep cases. Yeah, yeah. I feels you on that one. So, guys. Ugh. Boom. I'm gonna do that again. Ooh. Oh yeah. That's how that one is. So let's go ahead and open up this one. So this one, giggity, I got it from Giggity Bang Goods. Let's see, Dana Dane's like, it's an ASIC. No, it's a 6 GPU XT5700. I wish. Those would be nice to have, either one. So, oop, that was already cut. Alright. They really didn't tape it too well. I already see foam in here. Ah, foam, guys, it's killing me. Oh. Oh, this is at least a good foam. This is good packing foam. I love this stuff. This stuff's good. Woo. Woo. This big bad boy. He's like, another one? Like I said, I got upgrades for the mine. Ooh, look at all this nice, pretty foam. They even gave me a nice little bag for this. Ooh, I like this. Now, I've never ordered from Bang Goods before. But I guess they're, you know, a little bit of a reputable site. And I like the little covering. They could have put it on properly. Other than that, you know, it is what it is. Does this thing even fit this? Oh man, this thing barely fits it too. So they didn't put a good size protection cloth over it. I can forgive them for it. So let's find out what's in here. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Big boy here. Oh. All right. Now, in the pictures now I know how the Asian markets are. They sometimes show more in the pictures than this thing comes with. In the pictures, it showed it having fans in here. It showed it having power supplies already in there. It looked like it was plug and play. Oh shit, Diesel is like, it's sexy. You know what? I really like how this is looking already. Just from looking on the inside of here. Woo, this is nice. So obviously, this is from the same company as my other one that I got. So let's go ahead and open this up, guys. I've got 2 thumb screws on the back side for the lid, so that makes this a little bit more accessible. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Oh, wow. So they put this in the wrong position. This bar is supposed to be on the bottom. This bottom bar here is supposed to be on the top. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So the GPU's I/O, the little foot pegs are supposed to slide into here. So this is supposed to be down below, and then the one down here has the top where you screw in the rear I/O for the GPU. So these 2 bars need to be flipped. I do like how these bars are, because these bars will not only grab the motherboard, but it will also grab it'll help hold down some of the power supply too. So this thing can hold up to, it said 10 GPUs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 GPUs. I'm going to fill it out with 8. I'm going to put my RX 580 rig into here. And it looks like I'm going to have to get some fans for this. No problem. I will get fans for it. I'll get a bunch of them. I'll get some nice server grade fans for this. Shouldn't be too expensive. Looks like it gives me all the necessary hardware. The handles to attach up on the front here so that I can move stuff around. It looks like it supports 2 motherboards. That's interesting. Yeah, this thing supports like a custom motherboard in here and everything. Oh wow, that's kind of nifty. No, it's these are just support brackets basically. And then these would be if you were putting in a custom motherboard down in the bottom, and this would be like the GPU slots for them. You could slot them out, but more than likely you'll never be able to. So it's already bothering me. I have to change it. Wait a minute here. Oh, I see what they did wrong. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Maybe not. I might be just tripping out. I'm gonna have to wait. Because I'm not sure if I gotta slide everything back. Huh. Oh, I see. I can line this up. So this bar is too far forward. Okay. On top of it all off. Okay. Ah, sees. Boing, 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 boing. Hey, baby. I'm almost done here. Just showing stuff off. That's actually the protective. I can peel that all off. I know, I said the same thing whenever I saw this. So the wife looks at it and goes, oh, pretty, it's blue. And I'm like, you can peel it. It's actually steel underneath. And she's like, oh, damn it. Oh, the wife was just saying that the hurricane is going to hit Texas here, and it's going to take out some Exxon and somebody else's oil stuff. So gas prices might go up in price right now.
Right now. In a few days.
In a few days. Fill up now.
Come on.
You've heard it here. What in the world? Oh, they want me to put these graphics cards in upside down or something? Nah. Something's goofy here. Because on these top holes, this bracket does not hit the holes properly. Huh. Ain't that a bugger? I'm gonna have to play with this now. Ugh. Modifying stuff already. Okay, so I found a downfall on this, is that their bars are in goofy spots. That is really strange. Ninja Grasshopper's like, gas prices have already gone up. Alright. They made these brackets backwards. No kidding. So I'm gonna have to make some modifications on here already. That sucks. Alright. I got some time to play with this one. Because I've got to get fans for it. That's the next thing I got to order up for it, so bam. That is crazy. Unless they want me to put these cards in upside down. Would be the only way that I can sit there and think that they're going to be running these this way. And then that's ridiculous that they don't... Nah. Man, I would almost think that they put this bracket in backwards then. I think these side panels are like... Yeah, that's weird. They stamped it weird. Huh. Alright. Well, I've got to do some modifications on it. No biggie. That's a shame. Whoop. Grab up my screws. Here. Looks like I'm missing a screw already. I gotta take this off real quick. Oh, there it is. All right. Man. So if any of you guys got any comments or questions, yeah, Ninja, so I gotta customize. I don't think you're gonna, well, Techman, I don't think you're gonna see like huge leaps and bounds differences. You won't be able to put the graphics up as high. with the 1050, but it'll still have some good performance. I mean, there's a lot of people that still game on those, so it's not like, you know, just because the 30 series is dropping out doesn't mean that we gotta all switch over to that or get better graphics cards right now. Dan the Dane, you're like, yeah, I got a H110 mining motherboard. I'm taking my rigs like this one here, and just sliding it into one. So I'm just consolidating all the GPUs into a smaller form factor so that I can have it all in one spot. Oh, thank you, Dan the Dane. Yo. Oh, I love Cursed Mining too. He's a good guy. Very knowledgeable person. So if any of you guys ever want another mining channel to go look at too, Cursed Mining is a great wealth of information. He's been mining for a hot minute. So does anybody got any comments or questions before I head up out of here, since I've been streaming now for a little over an hour? Yes, he does love his Noctuas. To me, any kind of server fan, I don't give a... I can care less. I love my high flow CFM fans. I don't care about noise. Maybe it's because he's Austrian. The Noctuas are too. Yes, that is true. Any other comments or questions? And guys, don't forget to smash that Lizzie like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, share this video on your favorite social media platform, and tell at least one friend about this, so we can get that free knowledge out to all you guys, you know. And be prepared that I'm going to do a build on probably this one on DCA Adventure, guys. So if you haven't checked out DCA Adventure, I know a lot of you OGs that are right here right now have, but yeah, if you're looking for no noise, I've got a whole mining room dedicated, and I haven't found a set of fans that were louder than my exhaust fans. So as long as they're not louder than my exhaust fans, I'm cool with running whatever. The cheapest, most high CFM airflow server rated fans, because server fans are designed to basically run 24/7, 365 days a year. Nice, Ninja. Smash that like button and definitely share it. Yo, my man, you rock. You rock, you rock. Alright, well, since nobody's got any other comments or questions, the wife just got home and all that good stuff, and I'd like to go spend some quality time with the wifey. So, with that, guys, let's see here. Dan's like, solutions to exhaust fan noise issue. Buy ASICs and put it next to it. Actually, I have ASICs. I've got an S9 and then an E3 Antminer, and my exhaust fans are still louder. But my exhaust fans are moving, each one of them moves 6,000 CFM of air. I'm exchanging all the air in the room about 197 times an hour. So even on a 100-degree day, it's about 100 degrees in there on a 100-degree day. It's not like the miners are, there's so much in there that You know, outside's 100 degrees. I'm 120 in the mine because everything's in there just baking away. So, yeah. I went after my thought pattern, being a car guy. I look at a radiator and I'm like, when does your car really not need a fan on the radiator? And that's pretty much whenever you're going down the road at about 45 miles an hour. So I figure if I simulate that in the room, I won't really need any other fans in there. It's right to a point. I got one T17 and one S17 left. S17 runs, but the T17 we use to keep the door open. Oh, that's funny. Oh my God, that's hilarious, Dan. So I take it that you're not by the mountains, because you'd be a little bit cooler right now and you wouldn't have to keep the door open. So, anybody else got any comments or questions before I sign up out of here? Anything at all. Anything. 20-second delay, of course. All right. With that being said, guys, since you guys got nothing else, I'm going to go ahead and sign up out of here. So, pie stuff. Pie Zero. Ooh, small little dude. Yo. So definitely give another shout out to Shink Diesel since you're still here. Yo. So give an F8 and chat to Shink Diesel that he is donating this to be given away on DCA Adventure. I will definitely be doing some videos on this before I do the giveaway on this, but I will be doing it on Saturday night for late nights in the mine on DCA. So, guys, in 8 minutes, right? No, that's Saturday. So you got a few days. But I want to do a video first on this, me playing around with it. So it just depends on how much time I have to cut a video of me loading up the mine around here, setting it up, getting it to mine, looking at the hash rates on there. I'll definitely do a few different videos on this, since it seems that my Pi videos are very popular. I really wasn't expecting that so many people would be interested in the Raspberry Pis. So I'll go ahead and set up the miners on here. I'll even figure out how to do what they call a Pi hole on this so that you can block ads to your PC on this, and check that all out. So with that, guys, definitely smash that Lizzie like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and I will definitely see you all on the next one. Yo.